Hi, I'm Jack with Dornier MedTech, and today I'm going to show you how to set up and unbox your Access 2 disposable ureteroscope and cystoscope. The Access 2 family has two types of disposable ureteroscopes and one disposable cystoscope. The two types of disposable ureteroscopes, Model D and Model E, are different in a few slight ways. Model D has a front-loading channel for your wires, your baskets, and your fibers, as well as a locking mechanism for the handle. Model E has a backloading channel for your wires, your baskets, and your fibers, as well as a front channel for where your water will be connected. The disposable cystoscope has a front-loading channel that will include a sure seal packaged in the packaging, as well as a locking mechanism for the handle. For today's example, we'll be unboxing Model E. You start with pulling the open tab right here back. Once that happens, you pull the flap back and the two sides, and you pull out the plastic sheath of everything. Pull the corner right here to open up the plastic sheathing. You then pull out the scope. Pull the scope out of the hard plastic. Pull it out of its plastic sheath. Grab the cords from right here. And take it out. And now you have unboxed the ureteroscope. And now we will show you how to unbox the disposable cystoscope. You start by pulling the open tab back, pulling the cardboard pieces out, tabs out. Pull the plastic covering out. Open it up from the middle. Pull out the hard plastic. Pop the cystoscope out. Pull all the cords out along with the puck, and then the sure seal that will have the orange end go on the front loading channel. You tighten it down, pull it there, and this is where your water can go, and this is where your loading channel can be for your cystoscope. And now you've unboxed your cystoscope. To connect your video processor to your monitor, I'll show you how to power it up and show you the two connections that we usually use to get the best video output. To start, you'll plug in this end into your power of your processor, like so, and then connect this into your power strip or wall outlet. And then next, we will start with a DVI cord that you'll plug this end into here. Make sure it's tight and secure. And then plug this end into either the monitor DVI output or the tower DVI output. The other option you can use is connecting an SDI cable, which is like so. Connect one side into here, move it on there, and then tighten it so it's secure. And then you can put this side into either the monitor's SDI input or the tower's SDI input. To turn on your Access processor, you will then click this green power button right here. The screen will then say welcome for a few seconds as it powers up. While it does that, you can get your puck ready. You will click these side buttons in where it says next to the up. Lock it in there, push it in. Give it a few seconds and this image will come up on the screen. You will then click this back button to get out of the main menu, and then you will have the scope be white balanced. Find a white surface and click this button up here to white balance it. Click it for a second and it'll say white balance OK. To rotate between screens, you will then click this OSD button, which will cycle through diamond, circle, or full screen. And once you do that, you can then have your scope with them be ready to do a case. This is how it would look inside my hand, so you can see how it would look up close. If desired, the Access 2 video processor will take images and videos of the case. If a USB device is plugged in when taking images and videos, the processor will automatically save those files onto the USB. No need to do a data transfer. If a USB device is not plugged in when taking images and videos, the processor will save those files to internal storage, and then you'll need to go to the menu option and select data transfer. The processor will then move all the files from internal storage onto that USB drive. So it'll look like so. If you want to plug in a USB device, you plug it in right here. If taking photos and videos during the case, it'll save automatically to this. If there's not one present when taking photos or videos, you can then take all photos and videos during the case, and when ready to transfer to a USB, you plug the USB in right here. You then click the center button. You take the arrow button down to data transfer. You then click the center button again to select it. And then when you're ready to confirm data transfer, you click the center button, and it will move the device, the videos and images over to the USB device. To shut down the video processor at the end of a procedure, remove the endoscope from the patient and prepare it for disposal as described in the endoscope's instructions for use. Press the power on and off at the front panel to switch off. If a restart is required during the procedure, press the on or off button on the front panel to switch off. Now we'll go over the buttons on the video processor. This button here is to take an image. This button here is to take a video. This button here will go over the info and time remaining on your scope. This button here is your back button when needed. This little control panel right here shows up, down, right, or left buttons with able to zoom in, zoom out, brightness up, brightness down, your check box to get out of anything or click enter. This is your playback button where you can review old videos and photos stored on the internal hard drive. This is your screen button to show if you have either a full screen, a diamond screen, or a circle screen. You can click it to cycle through and it'll cycle back to the previous one. This is your white balance button needed to start the case. And this is your freeze button to basically pause the screen of wherever you're at in the case to show anybody that you'd want to see what you're looking at. The Access 2 scope is designed to be single use, so please throw away once you're done with your case. If your hospital has a green program, the scope is environment friendly and can be disposed of through that direction as well. Thank you for watching this video today on the Access 2 disposable ureteroscope and cystoscope and mobile monitor stand setup and video processor setup. If any more questions on your Access 2 ureteroscopes and cystoscopes, please reach out to your local Dornier rep. Thank you and have a great day.